Support for Radio Friends comes from Rose Heart Hypnotherapy, serving Central Missouri since 2007. They specialize in pain management, pre- and post-medical procedures, fears, phobias, and increasing performance and success in every area of life. Athletes needing sports hypnosis to improve their ability will be pleased to know that Rose Heart Hypnotherapy specializes in neurofeedback and is the only certified OptiBrain train and golf practitioner in Missouri. Call Rose Heart Hypnotherapy at 888-604-9997 or visit mohyp.com and experience true success. Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Friday, April the 6th. We are privileged to have Missouri's very first poet laureate with us again, Walter Bargen. Good to have you here, Walter.
It's always a pleasure to be here, Paul.
Yeah, I think of Walter Bargen, I think of poems, and then I think of snakes because
I'm glad it's in that order.
Yeah, because you are the snake man who has all kinds of information about that. But nothing with snakes today. We're dealing with cats, right?
Nothing with snakes and only one cat.
Okay, and this is a poem from.
It's a poem that's in my latest book, Too Quick for the Living. And which was published in November, and it's available at Barnes & Noble and Yellow Dog Books.
And it's also available if they see you walking down the street. You've got it. Is it on Amazon?
It is on Amazon.
So that's a print-on-demand book on Amazon?
No.
So you can just go to Amazon and you can buy it there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So the poem today is about cats, about one cat.
About one cat.
Is this a true?
A couple of things. As I was mentioning earlier, David Letterman had that
Stupid pet tricks.
Stupid pet tricks. Well, in this particular case, this is really a stupid human trick, and I'm not sure that that was an appropriate title for stupid pet tricks either, because it was the humans who taught these pets to do that.
Right, and the pets were doing pretty well.
And yes, they were doing.
It could have been the humans that were somewhat stupid. Right. And pets are a lot smarter than many of us give them credit for.
Oh yes, absolutely, absolutely.
I swear they understand every word that you say.
As for a true event, yes, this is based on a true event, and though it's written in the third person, the he is actually me.
Okay.
Because sometimes it's easier to write in the third person about something that I've done than it is to use I. And the only thing that I'll mention other than that is that the Wampanoag, which I mentioned in there, is an Indian tribe that lives on the East Coast.
Okay. All right. So here we have it. What's the name of it?
It's called Jack Mackerel Joins the Roman Legion.
Okay. A poem about a cat.
This afternoon, clouds pour sidewalks solid to the horizon. Rain rumors everywhere. When it's time for the cats to return to the house, there's a distant airy mewing. Too quickly, the evening becomes one of vertical measures. 40 feet up a two-straight oak to the first branching fork, a young cat cries. The usual enticements for down, less than ineffective. Climbing a 15-foot-high ladder brings him closer but not close enough. A familiar feeling. A steady rain streaks the flashlight beam with droplets of light. Balanced on the ladder, banging an open can of turkey and giblets does no good. Wet sheets fold across the headlights, driving across the county to borrow a taller ladder. Midnight, the rungs hoisted, rain falls deep into itself. He can't see below into the black backwater that is air. Branches swim in and out of the flashlight. He shouts upward. The cat's cries don't stop. He gives up and goes to bed. Before leaving for work, he's back at it. People of the first light who worshipped the first thing they saw, the Wampanoag, nowhere now to be found. But person of the first ladder in the first light, he climbs through fog searching for the sun and instead finds a cat too afraid to claw itself down to be rescued. Safe as an Easter penitent, his arms nail him to the trunk, the cat still high in the tree. He leaves for work, windshield wipers beating a frantic 14-mile measure. Mid-afternoon, he extends the ladder another 4 feet, screws an 8-foot-long 2-inch board to the outside of a 35-gallon red plastic garbage can. A bowl of jacked mackerel sits inside as he slides the can up the ladder, then beyond the top rung, until it's near the feet of the rain-drenched cat. Without hesitation, it dives in. Then cautiously, he slides the cat, the mackerel, the bowl, the can, slowly down, and marches with the cat above his head, a Roman legion standard entering triumphantly into Alexandria after the burning of the harbor fleet, before the firing of the world's greatest library, though it's beginning to feel more like an Egyptian cat cult, and the house a pyramid with a screened-in porch.
And now, is that cat living happily ever after with you right now?
That cat, yes, it's a black and white cat. You know, we all the cats that we have are feral cats that have been spayed and neutered.
Yes.
You know, they show up. We live out in the country. You know, we spay and neuter them. We kick them out the door and hope that they leave. But they've eaten too many bowls of food to
and
ever want to leave.
They know they have a good. They know. You were telling me you have something like 20 cats that you have rescued.
Maybe.
And you've taken care of all of them.
Yes.
You've had them
Yes.
spayed and neutered. And
there are probably at least that many graves now.
yeah.
You know, that many have died, but boy, we have a whole lot now too.
But what's so special is the fact that you have taken them in, taken care of them, fed them, and given them as good a life as you could expect.
Probably much better than they ever thought that they'd have. Yes.
Yeah. And you know, the thing is, you start getting attached to animals, and you realize that we as humans can learn a lot from our animal friends because their love is unconditional.
Every night, I learn a new yoga pose when I go to bed because the cats are mashed up against me in such weird ways. So I learn something every night from them.
Isn't that true? How you watch a cat, sometimes they're laying on their back and their hind legs are totally twisted around their head. You just wonder, how can they possibly sleep like that?
Or their heads off the edge of the mattress and down, and their paws are above their head like this. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have one cat that loves to sleep on the fireplace. What do you call the thing that comes out from the fireplace? Not the mantle, that's above.
The hearth?
The hearth. Loves to sleep with his head up against the stone of the fireplace. Mm-hmm. And you'd think that it hurts, but it doesn't. But that's the world of cats.
It is. It's a strange world, but it's a comforting world.
Exactly. Walter, if people want your books or want more information, where can they go?
Barnes & Noble, Yellow Dog Books, Amazon if they want to order it. And on April 6th at the Memorial Union, I'll be reading with the other 3 poet laureates at noon.
That's today at noon. At noon. April the 6th.
April 6th.
April 6th. Today is
yes.
April 6th.
Oh.
Today at noon.
Okay.
All right, Walter. We'll see you Monday. Thanks so much for listening. Drop me an email, pepperp@missouri.edu. Bye-bye.